Hey VC, Happy New Year. I think it's been just a couple weeks since I posted a video. And I think I've only been out once looking for records, and I think a lot of thanks. I think that was on just Saturday when I went out. Yeah, because a couple weeks ago, 2 3 weeks ago, I went further abroad. This was more of a local shop. So these first two are actually um, Christmas presents from my friend back where I used to live. These came from the discount store, and I do know how much they were. They were $12.99 each because that is the standard price at the discount store. So this Charles Lloyd double LP Blue Note was $12.99. It also has Brian Blade on it. Brian Blade played with Joni, and anyone that's watched my channel before knows that I'm obsessed with Joni Mitchell. So I try and collect things from people who played with Joni. So mostly I focus on Herbie Hancock and Wayne Shorter and Jaco Pastorius, of course. But yeah, I have one other Charles Lloyd record, and it is amazing. So I was happy to get this one as well. But it is just a little bonus that Brian Blade um, plays on this as well. I've just listened to this once, but it was absolutely mesmerizing. I mean, absolutely mesmerizing. All right, move on. I don't have a ton of stuff, but I just figured I would go ahead and make a video. So this also came from my discount store where I used to shop all the time. It's Freddie Hubbard. It's I think it's got Wayne Shorter on it as well. I'm pretty sure. I have to say I listened to this once and I wasn't super impressed with it, but I will definitely give it another listen. But yeah, $12.99 from the Third Man Press. It I put it through the spin clean because it came in a paper sleeve and had a bunch of detritus on it. But you know that I have a number of things from Third Man Pressing that have all come in paper sleeves, and it's just the way things are, unfortunately. And my spin clean just is going to get lots of use, I guess, and that's fine. But it cleaned up fine and played fine. I just wasn't thrilled with it to begin with, so we'll see how it is the second and third listening. So anyway, those were my two Christmas presents. Then on Saturday, I went out to a record store that has really good prices on stuff, like the best prices I've found, and I've been shopping around for sure. So you never know what they're going to have, kind of like the discount store, but basically the prices are going to be pretty darn good. So I saw this tone poet, this Kenny Burrell, and I saw the price and I went, heck, that's what it would have been at the discount store. We have a cat walking through. This is Boo. She's just seeing what's going on. We're just going to let her. Here's one more cat. Who knows what's going to happen? Anyway, this is a Tone Poet Blue Note. It also has Hank Mobley, who is one of my favorites. Hank Mobley did not play with Joni Mitchell. He did play with Herbie Hancock and with Wayne Shorter, so I guess he is 1 degree of separation from Joni Mitchell. Yeah, I've been trying since I started collecting records again to Finn is walking through, to increase my knowledge of jazz, because I always liked jazz. I just didn't know a whole lot about it. And just was like, well, I know, did that, that sort of ignorant way of saying it. I know what I like. I don't know a lot about jazz, but I know what I like, which wasn't really true. I just knew when I heard jazz that I enjoyed it. So, um, yeah, when I saw this and I saw the price and went, well, yeah, I'm getting that. And then I was like, and it's Kenny Burrell, who I really like. And oh, look, Hank Mobley as well. And there's other, Horace Silver. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure why the prices, excuse me, in this store are lower than just about anywhere else around, but I'm not going to question that. I'm just going to go there to buy stuff. So this is the first thing I bought there. Then I looked through all the jazz stuff, and I actually had, I think, 5 jazz things in my hand and went, I can't buy all this. So I narrowed it down. I just bought these 2 tone poets. So this is Grant Green, tone poet on the Blue Note, and Hank Mobley is on this as well. So yeah, so I just decided that I would put the other 3 Blue Notes back, and I would grab these 2 tone poets with the good price on it. So the next time I go, I'll look through the jazz again and, try and grab some more Blue Notes for a really inexpensive price. Yeah, like I say, I mean, it's a pretty quick drive to get to this record store, so it's gonna be on my regular rotation of places to check out. But yeah, I just don't know why in this area they're much less expensive than anywhere else, but I'm just gonna keep going and seeing what they have. So, the next thing, this is actually the first thing I grabbed, was this Talking Heads Speaking in Tongues. As you know, I'm a big Talking Heads fan. What I couldn't remember exactly is if I had this when I was younger, and I don't think I did. I think I had Just Stop Making Sense and Little Creatures, I think, are the only 2 that I had when I was younger. So I may have had this on a cassette that my friend made. So when I saw it, I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to grab that. And these, the things that are on Rhino, they're really good. The pressing is really good. This had one of those, the paper sleeves that have all the liner notes on it. So it wasn't in any kind of good sleeve, so I did wash it, or put it through the spin clean, and it plays perfectly. Sorry about, had a scratchy throat for the last few days. All right, so another thing that I grabbed that I ended up putting back was, God, am I going to remember her name? Lucinda Williams, the Full Moon Fever, Tom Petty homage album. I can't think of a better word to use. And I was like, oh, I'm going to grab this. And then I'm like, oh, look, even though it's in this store, it's kind of expensive because they had $30 on it. And it was a used copy, and there wasn't anything that I could tell that was special about it. So I ended up putting it back. But it is something that I want to get, and I'm sure I will come upon it someday. So the last place I stopped was the Joni Mitchell section. Look at that. They had this and they had something else. So I was like, this is when I put the Blue Notes back, actually, because I was like, well, I'm going to have to get both of these Jonis. So what this one is a live radio broadcast, and I had to look it up because I had actually never seen this before. It's from 2018, and it came from the Netherlands. And it's a, what do they call it? An unofficial release. So it's, I guess, I mean, that's different than a bootleg. It's a unofficial release that comes out of Europe. And I gotta say, the quality of this isn't great, but it's, for a Joni completist as I am, I was like, well, it's $20. I'm gonna just grab it because when will I see it again, right? So it has, the label is the same as the cover. So yeah, I'll Mitchell at the New Vic, London, broadcast 1974. I have seen this before. This is also an unofficial release. It came out, I wrote this down, I wouldn't remember what the years were or anything. Came out 2021, and it just says Europe. I also checked Discogs, and there are none of these are for sale on Discogs right now. So I did see this before, I think in 2021, in the record store that I used to shop in, and they, they got in a lot of imports, and this is one of the imports that they got in, and usually the price on them was pretty expensive. So when I saw, they have this in their Instagram when they do the flip through. When I saw it, I went, oh, I got to go grab that. And I think I went like the next day and it was gone. So I was like, dang it. So it was 2021. So 23, 24, 25. So 3 years later, basically, I see it in this little record store and it's $25. So I know, had I purchased it all those years ago, it probably would have been like $35 or $40. So was it worth waiting a few years to get it for $10 less? I mean, sure. I'm glad to get it. I'm glad to have it now. I do think they could have picked a better picture for the cover, but it's all right. It does actually sound pretty good, and the label is nothing super exciting. But yeah, that's one record store outing. I picked up 5 things, and then I got a couple of Christmas presents in the mail, so that was nice too. So yeah, that's it. I'm not planning to go anywhere anytime soon to do any record shopping, so we'll see when the next time I pop up. But anyway, that's it. All right, peace out, vinyl community. Ciao.